everybody. Clearing. Okay, diving right in. Let's see. It's going to be a divine masculine check-in, but I'm being led to ask, what are the divine masculines wanting most in their life at this time? What is it that they are aware of that they really do want to have going forward that has not been there before? So let's challenge the cards and see. Oh wow, so we're literally getting this card of conflict, karma, and it flew over to the left, my left, which means in the past. That's my linear time indicator for having the past be in the past. Yeah, regarding conflict, regarding external expectations. They're really just wanting to come into alignment with their own spontaneity, their own right to navigate, their own ability to affect their reality without having to go through someone else, without having to answer. This is about coming to 0 point where all of the previous contracts are finalized, where all of the duties and burdens and obligations are put to rest, so that the masculines have a clean slate to go forward and not reinstigate patterns of the past, but instead to make different choices based on a more mature knowing of what they don't want anymore. Sounds good. How about divine masculines regarding your divine feminine? Can we get a card here? So we get a twin flame card. We get the Two of Wands, the twin flames. In the reverse, there is a choice to step out of the comfort zone. So there is an awareness, a conscious awareness for the masculines that the external expectations gave a framework that was predictable and easy, and, you know, it was the thing that imprinted the masculines. It was familiar, but it wasn't innovative. It wasn't a good fit. And so divine masculines are wanting to go towards uncharted territory. It's kind of like a leap of faith energy, but it's more of an individuation from the status quo, from the previous. And they are associating you, this is the twin flame card, but you are that invitation to growth, divine feminine. So they know that whatever comes next, you have been instrumental in being an inspiration for that, but you have also got the potential to stride with the masculine in this new expression. In some regard, unfinished business between the two of you, I just heard. All right, so let's see what the divine feminines are wanting at this time in their lives that has not been the norm so far. Okay, so divine feminines, getting the Four of Swords, healing from third-party situations, objectification templates. Divine feminines deeply want to be able to put the competition, lack, infidelity, distraction, hot and cold ghosting, objectification templates, ownership templates behind them. And they want to be able to finally feel safe and heard and seen and to heal regarding matters of the heart and third-party situations. We also have really wanting to overcome fear, wanting to overcome the wounded warrior, the defensiveness, the not quite there yet, the exhaustion, the fear and exhaustion, feminines, and the tower moments. Divine feminines just want to cut some slack, catch a break, be free from, I heard, carrying the energetic heavy load. You are the birthers of the new age, divine feminines. As the high priestess, you have had your eyes open to certain energetic truths and realities and potentials and subtleties. It is a blessing in disguise, and it is its own reward, because as you catch stride with it, it ceases to be such a burden and more of a promise of a better way, a better earth. And you see it embodied through you more and more, because the healing has begun. You are past the Three of Swords. You are wiser. You see the red flags. You do not contribute your energy towards things that result in that same heartache anymore. So take heart, divine feminines. Okay, what are the divine feminines wishing specifically regarding their divine masculine that has not been available yet? Okay, we are getting progress. So progress in the connections haven't been available in, this is emotional with all this water, emotional progress, and one on the floor. Sacred sexuality with the masculine. Progress in this romantic sense, in the sexual sense, in the spiritual sense. I'm hearing Tantra again. So divine feminines have been curious about and wanting, desiring true sexual connection, sacred sexuality, safety and intimacy, all of that. Perfect. Okay, let's get a message from the divine masculines to the divine feminines. What can we see from the divine masculines to the divine feminines? Okay. We got, you showed me my light, wedding ring, and I want to please you. Okay. And then from the divine feminines to the divine masculines. You are mine, and I want you to be my wife. So this could be same sex, or take it how you would flip it. I want to be your wife. I want you to be my husband. So we're seeing a very one-on-one kind of energy mirrored there a little. Okay, or at least thinking of the concepts and what those things would mean. All right, interesting. Let's go into the divine masculine reading now and see what are the divine masculines thinking about the connections on the conscious mind. I just saw the King of Pentacles, which is commitment. Something is shifting. There's a desire to go deeper. I'm feeling, what are the divine masculines feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken at this time? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay, conscious mind. The Star and the Father of Swords in the reverse. So, divine masculines, you are not seeing something, you're losing hope. This is like a bummer energy, because divine masculines are floundering right now. I just heard the ways that they thought they had it figured out yet again have been seen for the glitches in the theory. So divine masculines, something that you thought you knew has not confirmed itself. Counterintuitive, I'm hearing. Something fell through, I'm hearing, and it's discouraged you. Something with your feminine has discouraged you. Let's get a card to stride with this for the feminines watching, because there are many more of the divine feminines cross-watching than divine masculines watching. I think I'm at about somewhere between 13 and 15% masculine viewership. So the rest of you are the divine feminines likely watching. Obviously there are gender differences there, but okay, so let's see. What are we getting for the divine feminines? Seal of Venus, elemental magic, self-love, and protection. So right now, divine feminines, there is sort of a disconnect in a lot of the connections, a lot of silence right now that could be contributing to the divine masculines. But many times in the past, the divine masculines were removed from the divine feminines, and now the divine feminines are being removed from the divine masculines. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So regardless of whether you are feminine or masculine watching, there does seem to be this level up for you, divine feminine, where you're coming into self-love and worthiness, and divine masculines are feeling the distance. Okay, what are the masculines feeling on the heart space? Eight of Wands. Energetically, they have never felt you as such a valid long-term end game goal. I just heard they've never seen you so well equipped to partner for the long haul. I just saw there's something that the divine masculines are feeling into energetically that is reverberating across time and space, causing them to attune to more of a long-term frequency rather than that hot and cold ghosting. So feminines, we saw in the beginning cards that you are wanting to end that heartache, and that's because it's available to you. You're experiencing it now in real time, the healing past the worst of it. You will never go back to knowing or to experiencing the things that you did experience before you set the healthy boundaries. And your divine masculine is feeling this on the heart space as well, that there is a deepening potential here like never before. And for confirmation, we have Archery and Stargate, peace, healing, gentleness, and non-judgment. So it's because you have stopped blaming the masculine for hurting you, divine feminine, and taken responsibility for your own actions that put you in harm's way. You have raised your value, and the divine masculines are feeling that, oh, I just heard that it is pure gold. They're seeing you as the true gold that was hidden in plain sight. I love that, because pure gold is so pure as to be invisible. It's a legend. Rumor has it that heaven, the dimension of heaven, is hidden in plain sight, and it's made of pure gold, but pure gold is invisible, and so it's all around us, but we just can't see it. And that's the same vibe I'm getting here. Divine feminines, you have taken your heart in your own hands, and that has made you pure as gold. What are the masculines wishing for the connection? Four of Cups, Lord of blended pleasure. So they're seeing the compromising energy of how these connections might just work. And the Wheel of Fortune. So another notch in this divine intervention, divine timing has been clicked as divine masculines, as you decide that you can have it all and harmonize with your divine feminine, alchemize. I just heard the two energies. It is an alchemical process. Union, merge of twins, is a spiritual alchemy. And that is turning the Wheel of Fortune here, divine intervention. Let's see for the divine feminines what we can get further for that. What is it that we can see regarding divine masculines wishing for a compromising collaboration energy? Neutrality, diplomacy, negotiation, and philosophy. Come into neutrality, divine feminines, so that you are not too headstrong in ego arrogant, thinking that you know the way. And additionally, don't negate your preferences and your independent joys, but come into neutrality so that there is a 0 point to meet your divine masculine in this energy of win-win. So whether you have been putting your masculine on a pedestal or possibly subtly diminishing your masculine's worth out of egoic hurt or frustration, come back into 0 point, whichever energy you're in. Okay, actions the masculines are taking. 2 of Swords in the reverse. This is Lord of Peace restored. So this is always my card of love versus fear. And in the reverse, it's having chosen love for me. And then we have this 4 of Cups back to back. I've been getting this a lot in readings where we get the same card back to back. So Lord of Blended Pleasure. That's the win-win energy. The actions that are being taken, all of the things that are not win-wins are being phased out. So that means a new level of karmic release for divine masculines, no longer hanging on to those karmic things we saw in the beginning portion of this reading, the 5 of Wands, which were the external expectations and pressures and imprinting. Those things are being cut out in the name of love, in the name of progress, in the name of not hanging on to the past, not keeping the familiar around just because it is a known experience. What is the message for the feminines? Seal of Indivisible Vision, psychic reading, hidden meanings, and dream reading. So many of your psychic gifts are amping up, divine feminines and dreams. You might be having dreams of your divine masculine. And Stargate, Sirian Stargate, transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. So there's also that fine line of what is yours, what is your divine masculines, what's originating in your energy, what you might be picking up on from them. We saw that in yesterday's reading, that it could be very volatile or seem like a quiet period. And so this is your chance to energetically tune in and become even more well-versed in the art of discernment, divine feminines. Because your divine masculine will be cutting things out, I'm getting the divine intel that you might be feeling like they're cutting you out. But it's because you feel their energy like it's your own. And as they make cuts, you're going to experience the grief and the letting go and those kinds of emotional responses that your masculine is actually experiencing when they make the changes in their lives. So don't take anything personally right now, divine feminines. And just keep your vibe high. Do you, and understand that cause and effect suggests that if you are managing your energy appropriately and you get this random wacky grief or loss or that kind of a thing coming in, it might not be yours. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time? Lord of the Root of Powers of Earth, root chakra healing. Wow, yeah, with the 4 of Cups twice, that is removing things from the past. Root chakra lack mentality will often think there's not enough. There has been like missing the boat kind of energy. The biggest challenge is to seal that leaking of energy, to come into healing. I'm literally hearing cauterizing the loss of resources and energy and all of that. When we have an unhealed root chakra, we don't retain any. It's all just lost. And so for divine masculines, you may have felt that there have been financial drains or energetic drains, like you have not been seen or heard, and you give, and it goes unappreciated, or you just can't seem to get ahead like you thought. This is the challenge. It's energetically continuing to unhook from all of those external energies and the undermining energies and bring your focus back into self-sustaining, self-contained flow and healing of the root chakra. So energetically, continue discerning what is of value. What are the feminines meant to know at this time regarding divine masculine root chakra work? Guyanine and cystocene, commitment, connection, flexibility, and resolution. There is a resolution coming. There is confirmation of the energetic connection, the appreciation. I'm hearing for many, you will get a telepathic message from your DM that you are appreciated. Some, it will come in the physical. The Eight of Wands is a communication, and as your divine masculine heals their root chakra, they're going to have the resource of energy to communicate. So I am getting communication for some here in the 3D, and for all true twins in the 5D. We do have a card here that's impressing, or this number is a 3, so for many it will be in the 3D. Okay, what is the spirit-guided advice for this? The Last Judgment, the spirit of primal fire. So this is the soul flame igniting, is what I'm hearing, divine masculines. This is the existential crisis. For many divine masculines, there are the final tests. We've been seeing that devil energy last 2 readings, and it's been coming on the radar as something that all divine masculines are going to dance with the devil for a 40-day period, where all of the scenarios where all of the scenarios are going to be brought up, so that you, divine masculine, will be able to see your mastery and choose the higher timelines. And that's what this existential crisis, this rock bottom energy is doing here in the reverse. It's being phased out. It's the final judgment day for all of your life review, for the things that you have been living and contributing to that have left you lacking and have sucked you dry, I just heard. You're going to be very much more sure in where genuine commitment and authentic contribution are warranted, and there will be some major aha moments about how to end certain patterns once and for all. Feminines, what can we see here? Chamber of Initiation, spiritual gifts, mystery, enchantment, and secrets. Nothing will be left hidden from the masculines. This is the initiation into divine masculine spirit-led life in all regards. They are saying no. They are embodying the shamanic, the temple, the heavenly diplomat energy on a new level, never to go back to the way that it was. They're valuing the mystery, aligning with the eternal. All of the inner workings that have been hidden to the masculines themselves are being seen for what they are. This is profound accountability. 55, this is a card of permanent change. Not just change, 1-5, but permanent change. Secured. There will be a 2-step process, I'm hearing. There will be one example presented to the masculines where they will catch stride with the deeper meaning of what that omen is there to say, and then they will have a second rapid fire example of the same thing, so it will be fresh in their minds. Boom, boom, I'm hearing. Beautiful. Where is the energy going in the near future? 8 of Pentacles, Lord of Prudence, and the King of Cups in the reverse. There's going to be a very big outpouring of divine masculine emotion, heart, because of the inner work being done. The floodgates of emotions are unlocking for the divine masculine collective. Emotional transparency is coming. Like a tsunami, the wave of confessions and apologies and ownership of true, authentic feelings are going to be safe to express like never before. What do the divine feminines need to know about this? Chamber of illumination, perspective, ideals, and beliefs. You have held ideals, beliefs, and you have held your perspective. You're about to be met in that energy that has been prophesied, that you have seen intuitively coming. It's beginning, divine feminines. How amazing. All right, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.